guys, welcome back to the channel.
On the road again.
Can't wait to get on the road again.
The life I love is making music with my friends.
Can't wait to get on the road again. We are horrible at singing.
See, I told you.
I think you're great. I just don't know the words very good.
If you think they're horrible, you don't want to hear me.
This is like my camera. I'm sorry, guys. My camera is not focusing well.
And we're driving, and the lighting's changing, and all that.
So I tried opening the sunroof. It's a cool double sunroof in this car, so that y'all could see them back there because it's very dark. It's very dark. I think they both got their sunshades on their windows that are built in, by the way. Super cool. Anyway, so we are in Tennessee, in what is it, Seaverville or something like that.
Yep.
And we went to the Forbidden Cave?
Forbidden Caverns?
Forbidden
like
Caverns or something like that.
Oh my lands, guys. I spent a week one time traveling around Missouri going to caves. They don't hold a candlelight to this cave.
Yeah, this cave was awesome.
Wow. Is all I gotta say.
This is the second time I've really been in a cave. I went to Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico, probably, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. And, but this is the first time Lillee and Hunter have been in a cave. What did you guys think?
It's great.
Lillee said it's great.
All the lights went off and it looked super spooky.
First time I've been in a real cave. There was at Jack Creek. It's basically just like a hollow spot under the cliff side.
Yeah, but like this is your first time in an underground cave.
Like that you have to crawl to get to, but yeah.
Yeah. What'd you guys get at the gift shop?
Geodes.
They had geodes.
So we get to go home and split them and see what's inside them.
Yeah, but y'all have to wait till we get home because we gotta wait till we get home to get into those.
Give some to Mikey, but I guess I can't.
And I got a magnet to put on the fridge because I'm gonna start a magnet collection.
Oh yeah, hey. Where did y'all go this morning?
Yeah, where'd we go this morning, Lillee?
Buc-ee's.
So, I gotta be honest, y'all, I am not a big fan of Buc-ee's. I'm not a supporter of Buc-ee's.
As a truck driver, a gas station like that has so much good stuff, Wiley's a little bit salty because they don't support truck drivers.
Right.
So.
Right. And, to me, that's anybody that don't support truck drivers is, has a problem.
Truck drivers are our lifeline.
But that being said, it is an experience that you have to, enjoy one time in your life. And so that's the first time Jen or the kids have ever been inside a Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
and,
I've never even heard of a Buc-ee's.
I didn't care much for it.
They have so much stuff in there. Oh my gosh.
One of my friends had a shirt that was Buc-ee's, and then earlier driving through like Nashville, I think it was. I don't remember.
Knoxville.
Okay, whatever. I saw his face on a sign, and I was like, "Hey, there's Buc-ee's." And Riley was like, "That's the mother of all gas stations." It's big. I swear it's bigger than Walmart.
Yeah, it is. It is. I second that. I think it's bigger than Walmart. I think they've got just about as much stuff too. Wiley got some fudge. So we each got a piece of fudge. And I got a piece of beef jerky. And I mean, it's $30 a pound, so I got a piece of beef jerky. It was a big piece though. I still have some left. Wiley got the biggest breakfast burrito I've ever seen.
And it was really good.
With like homemade salsa. He was eating it. I was like, is that homemade? He was like, yes, it is. I was like, oh my gosh. But I had leftovers from dinner last night. So I didn't eat breakfast from Buc-ee's. Lillee and I both had leftovers from last night. And then Hunter had, what do you have, sausage biscuits? Were they good?
They were clearly freezer
Yeah.
biscuits and sausage, but I mean, they were better than nothing.
They were even made homemade tortillas there. Like they had a tortilla mill there.
Machine. It was like a the lady flattened the tortilla dough, and she just threw it in the machine, and it spun it around. It hit a wall, and then it fell onto another platform, flipping in the air. Then it spun around, did that again for 4 levels, and then went onto a conveyor belt, went up, right, and into some sort of machine that kept it warm.
And Lillee, you can't show those on here. I know what you're about to do. She's so excited. So we're at Buc-ee's, and she had seen something that made her think of somebody that we knew. So then she got something for 2 people while we were at Buc-ee's, and she didn't ask for anything for herself, so we were very proud of her, but she was like, oh, this person would love this so much. And I'm not gonna let her show it, simply for the fact that they might see this video, and I'd rather the first time they see it be in person. So, right, Wiley?
Right.
Yeah, when they get their gift, I want it to be in person. But yeah, so we've had a really good day today. We went to the Forbidden Caverns, I think that's what it was called. Super, super cool. Went 200 feet underground. It was nice and cool down there. Temperature-wise, we all wore long sleeves and jackets, and we regretted it because I thought it was going to be cold, but it wasn't. 58 degrees was not as cold as I thought it was going to be.
Well,
It was
and
very hot.
with all the climbing, with all the walking and the climbing, and it was.
And there was an underground river down there. Oh my gosh.
It was
so
awesome.
cool. And there were stories about how the moonshiners back during the prohibition days got caught because they were bringing their, moonshine. Hang on just a second, Hunter. They were bringing all their stuff down there, and they were cooking shine in this cave. And so there's still like smoke damage and stuff on the ceiling from, 20s, 30s era. What do you got, Hunter?
I learned today that that's why it's called the Smoky Mountains. He was saying that, and I was like, is that why it's called the Smoky Mountains?
And he sarcastically said, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, do y'all know why they're called the Smoky Mountains? Because we might need to Google it, because we aren't really sure. He was like, yeah, sure, that's why it's called the Smoky Mountains. But there were super cool formations and stuff under there, and then of course they had different color lights and stuff, which made it even cooler.
Nah, I think it would have been better without the lights.
We saw a llama rock.
And then when we left there, we went to the
mill?
it's a water mill.
Yeah.
So has the big water wheel, and the mill, was run by water. And we did not take the tour he said it was an hour-long tour, and I really didn't feel like we needed to spend that much more time, so we didn't take the tour. But he did give us some interesting facts about it. It was really, really cool.
Turns out it was a Civil War site.
Yep.
And had been shut down or whatever during the Civil War.
Civil War Hospital.
Oh, Civil War Hospital.
Yeah, they
said.
shut it down and made a hospital out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. We wanted to do that, but we kind of have sort of other ideas of things that we want to do after we visit Michael, and so we can't spend all of our money that we have before we do that. But the cave was definitely worth it. Yeah, I think it was. What do y'all think? Y'all think it was totally worth it? Yeah. That was super cool.
There was unexplored parts of the cave too, but it's federal property, so we can't explore it.
Yeah, it was a guided tour only, and it was about an hour long. And it was really nice to get out of the car because we drove to almost Knoxville last night.
Knoxville, yeah.
And so it was about close to 2 o'clock, I think, when we finally pulled over at a rest area. And we slept until, I don't know, about 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Yeah, we got up at 5:30. Yeah.
And headed out. And then we went to Buc-ee's and got breakfast. And then we drove to the caves. And now we are, I don't even think we've really, like, hit the woods yet. I mean, the mountains, you know, I can see them behind the camera. But we are 67 miles from Asheville, which I believe is South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna, if there's more cool stuff to see that's not too far off the beaten path, we might check it out, but we're really trying not to, you know, break the bank before we even get to Michael. And then we have to check in at our hotel this afternoon at about 3 o'clock.
And you got to start cooking.
Yes, and I gotta cook because I'm gonna make Michael an epic meal. It's gonna be limited to what I can cook in 2 Instapots. So we're looking at Mississippi roast and mashed potatoes, and that's probably gonna be it. Maybe we can find some fresh baked bread somewhere. What else you gotta say, Hunter?
Actually, we're in Tennessee. It'd be Tennessee roast.
Oh, smart Alec. Anyway, might do like a photo montage at the end of this video before we end it.
Throw some things out there.
I get car sick, so I can't do any like fancy stuff, y'all, on the phone while we're driving. But I could probably just load it all together and put a song over it and let y'all look at our pictures and stuff, because it was super cool. It was super cool. You got something to say, Lily?
Today was very fun.
Lily always has something to say.
Lily's the jokester, so if you didn't hear her, she said today was very pun. She's been making punny jokes all morning.
She's the one who's bad at making puns.
Yeah.
Earlier he said, we're traveling over our ancient ancestors' territory. And I said, those ancient ancestors being our parents. And then he said, we're part Blackfoot. And I said, and yeah, you're part Bigfoot. His feet are like 2 feet long.
She's
Just for context, we are part Native American. We may not look like it, but we are. Anywho, so yeah, I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long. I just wanted to give you all an update on road trip day 2 because that was pretty awesome. And if we do something else cool, I might make a video about it too. I don't know, or tell you about it tomorrow. I'm not sure. Just kind of trying to wing it as we go and document this trip because this is something I want to remember. One, you know, I want to remember Michael's graduation, but 2, like, this is the first time we've really taken an adventure with Lillee and Hunter. Any of the other times we've traveled, it's been get to point A and get back, you know, or point A to B, however you want to say that, and there wasn't a whole lot of time for adventure in the middle. So I want to make memories because, you know what, we're running out of years with Hunter. We only got a couple more years till Hunter's an adult too, and then a few more after that till Lily's an adult. So our memory making years are running a little short.
Mom, you noticed that you pretty much just said 10 more years.
Yeah. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoy this photo/video montage of things that we got. Hopefully not all of my pictures that I took are blurry. My camera had some sort of delay. Maybe it was trying to focus because it was dark and there was low lighting and I don't know. But either way, hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, we love y'all. What do you say, Wiley?
As always, y'all, work hard, stay humble, and love God.
Amen. Love y'all.
That is just freaking awesome.
Yes, it is.